and welcome back to Caleb, where we are live streaming with the hackathoners, if I should call them that. This is where the hackathon regional final is taking place, and around me is a room full of hackers who are trying to find a solution or mobile applications that will make agriculture easy for everyone in the world, basically the farmers who are trying to find a way, and consumers, so these applicants or applications that will be used, will be made here, will come up with a solution, and tomorrow they will be awarded. But right now I'm joined by Mr. Daniel Stan, who is the founder of Mobile Monday and co-founder of Hive Collab in Uganda. Welcome.
Thank you, Fiona.
So, Mr. Daniel, what is this link between agriculture and ICT?
Well, as you'll probably learn if you haven't already been listening to some of the pitches from the developer entrepreneurs here, many of the apps have to do with providing farmers with timely, relevant information. And as one of the directors of the Hive Collab, we are hosting a number of teams, startup companies, some of which are working on these types of apps to empower farmers.
Okay, so what are some of the applications or some of the apps that you have come across in Africa that is currently working for Africa in the agricultural sector?
Well, one of our Ugandan hubs, I'm sorry if I seem partial for the Ugandan apps, is able to streamline the acquisition of financial services by the farmers. You know, we have a problem with a relatively low number of people banking with the formal banking system. And so some of these apps are quite innovative in using mobile financial services to allow farmers not only to transfer money, but even to find finance. And their mobile phone records can even be used as an indicator of their ability to be trusted for a loan.
Okay, so for you who has been there, who has seen it, especially when it comes to applications in different parts of the world, when you sit in a room full of great young minds trying to come up with applications that will improve the agricultural sector and basically improve the world, because agriculture is the backbone for any society, what does this mean to you?
Well, as you know, the farmer makes the world go round. And when I'm sitting in a room with a bunch of young developer entrepreneurs, such as we are sitting in right now, I am stimulated, I'm inspired, and when I'm listening to their ideas, it's sometimes so thrilling I can hardly resist letting out a shout. You know, it's so exciting to be with these young people.
Okay, so right now I see you holding it's called iHuck.
Well,
Okay.
this is what we call the Pelican Pi. It's based on the Raspberry Pi, which is a $35 computer,
Okay.
and it's ultra low energy. That's one of the main things about it. It's also very inexpensive. And we were demonstrating this yesterday at the Serena for some of those who've actually seen it. What it allows us to do is to deliver content that is contained. In this case, we have a 65 GB SD card, the same kind of memory card you have in your digital camera. It's loaded up with thousands of Khan Academy YouTube videos, maths, physics, chemistry, biology, CK12 textbooks, science and maths, and we're working on putting agricultural content. When I say we, that is the World Possible team who compiled much of this repository. And so I'm looking forward to being able to have these types of ultra low energy, inexpensive, solar-powered solutions in the rural areas where they don't have mains electricity. And the problem has been to get the content out to these people in the areas where they don't have electricity or the internet is too expensive. In this case, this content is all using HTML. anyone who has a Wi-Fi enabled device, it could be a phone, a tablet, a laptop, they can access this information, and I think we can put as many as 30 simultaneous Wi-Fi connections supplying this content. And this can be done for a fraction of the price of the traditional solar-powered computer lab for the rural areas that don't have mains electricity.
So one would also wonder, so with this, once you get it, how do you charge it, or what radius can it be used in a particular area, in that if it's going to be used for as a server, or if it's going to be used as a charger, what kind of radius does it run through?
Okay, well, let me just show you the other side.
Okay.
This is a 5-watt solar panel, which will charge the 13 amp battery that is contained inside this box. It's on right now, and we're broadcasting the content that I just told you about to as many people in this room as the server will support. And that battery will run for between 15 and 18 hours without recharge, and if you have it sitting outside in the sun, it's still broadcasting, and yet it's charging the battery as it's being used. So that's quite a reproducible and scalable solution, we believe.
Okay. And what about the radius? You see, when you go into the village, many people could scramble for it. So many people could.
Well, you know, yeah, that's an interesting question.
Yeah.
At the moment, this is a very simple USB Wi-Fi adapter that plugs into the USB port on the Raspberry Pi, and that will reach everybody in this room, and maybe even the room down the hall. But if you want to try to do a village, you're going to need a little bit better radio transmission, but that's also possible.
So now when you talk of ICT, a gadget like this, we talk of agriculture. One would say, would it waste, do you think it would waste time, especially if I have to keep on checking my mobile applications, if I have to go running to buy gadgets like this? Do you think it's time wasting when compared to the traditional methods of farming?
Well, no, I can actually see especially the new generation farmers, and hopefully the fathers will learn from their sons and daughters that you want to get timely information in a hurry. Just take the mobile phone out of your pocket and you know, navigate on the touch screen and get your answer right away.
Okay. And then now, just as to sum up what you've been talking about, one could look up to you as a mentor, because we have seen you've been, you are the co-founder of Hive Collab. You're also the founder of Mobile Monday. You know, what is Mobile Monday?
Well, I'm more of what we call a buzz builder type mentor than the business mentor that we've been seeing here. I'm going around listening to the business mentors and thinking, oh, wow, you know, I didn't know anything about that. Mobile Monday is a platform for mobile applications in general, and we hold themed meetings. So, well, our last meeting was held at the Sheraton in Kampala on the Google entrepreneurship, and so we had a keynote speaker fly in, and then we had a live mic, and we had 25 developer entrepreneurs come up to the mic and tell us what they were doing with their new startups. We're planning to have another Mobile Monday this coming Monday, which will be what we call the Uganda App Circus, and we'll have 10 top applications being pitch, 3-minute pitch, and the winner of that competition will be selected to attend the Mobile Premier Awards at the Mobile World Congress in Barcelona in February.
So basically, what would be your advice to all these hackers who are seated here, young brilliant minds who are saying, one time I want to be in that seat, I want to be a co-founder, I want to be a founder of such and such. What advice would you have for them?
Well, we've been getting one mentoring session after the next, and really the bottom line is keep the vision, stay focused, make your dream come true, and that can only be done by a lot of perseverance and hard work, the school of hard knocks, a lot of ups and downs, learning from your mistakes, but just stay with it, and next thing you know, you'll have a working company.
Well, thank you very much.
Thanks so much, Fiona.